Hello everybody, this is Timo, director of Deep Red. I'm right now here deep in Helsinki, Pasila area, where I'm going to be meeting with my storyboard artist James. We will be starting the storyboarding process for Deep Red's first promo. There he is.
How did you get it?
This man is called James Iles. James, how are you doing?
Very good.
Hi guys, I'm here at James Iles' studio where we are starting to work on the storyboards for Deep Red. Now, this is a thing that I've been dreaming for a long time to really start getting on the paper and from the paper obviously to the screen.
My name is James Iles. I'm a storyboard artist from the UK, working here in Finland and all over the place.
What are some of the projects that you've been done recently?
One was a film here called Kalevala, finished production. Some other things are Cold Storage. That's a sci-fi horror about a killer fungus that's coming out at the beginning of February.
And can you tell me something about your process? I noticed that you have you're sort of scribbling these little notes here based on the script. What's happening next in this process?
Well, ideally, I'll get together with the director and we'll scribble out these tiny little thumbnails, try and get as much of what the director has in their head down on paper, and then at the end of every initial meeting I'll have a ton of these, which will only make sense to the director and myself. So now my job is to take these away and turn them into a document that everybody can hopefully understand. This
Promo has been living rent-free in my head since I don't even know how many years, 5, 6, 7 years. I've always known the sort of the basic elements of this this story. I mean, this promo. But now, finally, I'm starting to put this on the paper, and it's an interesting process because you realize that really doing the storyboards and really discussing it through with an artist, it really forces you to think it in practical terms, what it is actually that there is information on the picture, because you can have a very clear vision in your head about something, but when you start to break it down into images, that's when you start to realize all the challenges, all the issues there's gonna be. You're gonna see, you start to get the feeling of the pacing of the whole thing, and also the complex level of the whole thing. So that's something that we are really starting to figure out now.
Sometimes there's a bit of back and forth. It depends on how much time we have. But yeah, usually there'll be a bunch of shots that get tweaked. But I found that like this process at the beginning, sometimes it's as valuable as the storyboards themselves, because you kind of force through the storyboarding process to think really clearly about every shot. And other things come up in conversation as well, things like costume design, props, effects, that kind of stuff.
Obviously now we're doing these sort of scribbles, and the next phase is James will deliver the first version of the storyboard. Now then I'm going to be looking through the storyboard saying, okay, let's fix this, let's work on that, let's do this, let's do that, and eventually we'll come up with a really cool storyboards, which is the first real vision of what Deep Red is going to look like. So this is going to be very, very exciting.